One, it's 10 a.m. I'd like to call to order and welcome everybody to the September the 6th of 2022 Commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Ellen, do we have any public comment?
We do not.
Thank you, ma'am. Ellen, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Samet?
Here.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Here.
Commissioner Black?
Here.
Commissioner Townsend?
Here.
Mr. Richard Martin, would you lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Richard. All right. First on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from August the 15th of 2022. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,574,846.41. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
I second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Do we have any conflicts of interest or anything coming from the commission body today? Everybody's silent, so I'll take it as no. Commissioner Townsend, you mind shutting that door?
Yes, sir.
I know that cut out some. All right. Alrighty, next on here is resolutions and orders. I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution appointing Limestone County Commission as a physical agent on behalf of the Limestone County Community Association to make applications for the utilization funds and resources of the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs fiscal year 2023 Recreational Trails Program in order to create a ADA compliant crusher run that trail that runs the outline of Fort Henderson. And anybody got any? I need a motion for that.
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? I know in the meeting, Commissioner Black had asked about the crush and run. I talked with Richard about that. You know, that a lot of the trails are crush and run. Even the Rails to Trail is crush and run. So, and as long as it, so, and I want to thank Richard for all he's done for the trails of this community. I know I joked about it in the commission meeting work session of what it was named, and I can't say that anymore. Ellen's done scolded me. So, but anyways, it has been it has been a.
It will help a fat man.
Well, thank you, Richard.
No, I didn't say
It's kind of a running joke behind it. Richard come to my office one day and told me it wouldn't hurt me if I wouldn't walk around that trail. So Richard told me the truth there. No, Richard, he's a good guy that's worked hard with these trails in Limestone County. So I want to thank Richard and his service. So, any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll ask for call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet? Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution to provide uniforms of clothing to certain county employees to ensure safety and identification and to otherwise enable employees to perform their job duties. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on to here under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve a MOU concerning the rave alert between Limestone County and the Athens Limestone County Emergency Communications District. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a MOU between the Family Life Centers of the Limestone County and the Limestone County Commission, in which funds in the amount of $15,000 are to be appropriated to the Family Life Center for periods between October the 1st of 2022 and September the 30th of 23. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the following two contracts between TARCOG and Limestone County, which first one will be Senior RX contract, which said contract supplies Limestone County Commission / COA funds in the amount of $20,848, and this is from October the 1st of 22 through September the 30th of 23. And the next one on here will be the aging contract, which is said contract supplies Limestone County Commission fund / COA funding in the amount of $129,530 for from October the 1st of 22 through September the 30th of 23. Do I have such a motion to approve these two contracts?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a grant agreement between the Alabama Department of Youth Services and the Limestone County Commission, with the Limestone County Commission being the recipient of funds in the amount of $49,756 for fiscal year 22 and 23. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fifth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the following solid waste increases. The first one is for $14.90 to CCS garbage due to fuel escalation for the months of September of 2022, and the second one is for $15.02 to CPI, an increase in tipping fees for the amount from October the 22nd, October of 22 through March of 23, and that's the end of the contract. So anybody, and then the third one on here will be for $18 a month for household garbage effective October of 22. So I need a motion to approve these three.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. To have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion with any one of the three? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have several budget revisions listed below as talked about in the work session, so I'll ask for a motion to approve all of the budget revisions as listed in the packet. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. To have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with any one of them? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no emergency purchases, no board appointments. Award of bids, we have one bid, and this is bid proposal number 2796. This is for business cards for the county commission, and it was with Printers and Stationery Incorporated for $57.99. To have such a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. To have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have several personnel, policy, and staffing actions here today. First,
Take all those at once, or has anybody got a problem with that?
well, most time with
Do
the
those
with the
individually.
nature of them all being kind of separated out, I think we better. All right, so we'll just kind of go through it here. By every job being different, we better do it differently. So first on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to transfer Gary Rhett McNatt from patrol lieutenant to patrol captain effective 9/6 of 22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. To have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with Rhett? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to transfer Corey James Crouch from corrections officer to patrol deputy. This will be effective 9/6 of 22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. To have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with him? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
All right, number 3, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Vadim Shushantz as a patrol deputy effective 9/6/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Kelly Ann Noel as a communications officer effective 9/6/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 6, I'll ask for a motion to approve to promote Spencer Wimbrew as from Equipment Operator 1 to Equipment Operator 2 in District 2, effective 9/6/22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
All right, number 7, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Jeffrey Allen Burke as a part-time school resource officer to be effective 9/7/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And number 8 will be to approve to hire Brian Oziar as a full-time school resource officer effective 8/8, make it retro effective 8/8/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion. Motion by Commissioner Black, second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 9 will be to approve to hire Tangela Harris-Legg as a communications officer effective 9/19/22, pending a drug screening.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 10 will be to approve to amend the staffing plan to reflect 8 full-time school resource officers and grade 16 and 9 part-time school resource officers, grade 11. Do I have such a motion?
Now, is that one for each school, Mr. Chairman?
Well, it's we don't have all of these part-time ones filled. It's only 5 or 6. Is it 5, Sheriff? 6 now. I guess it will be 6 with this one. Not all schools have pretty much a school resource officer,
Right,
but
one.
I know at least they all just have one right now. But now Elkmont Elementary and Elkmont High School shares one right now. But when they build the new elementary school, they want to move. They like to hire one for the elementary school. But right now, each school, and I know Tanner Elementary and Tanner High has one. But as of right now, but the staffing plan reflects one for every school. But we don't have the whole staffing, except for Owens. And the one that, and we only have, of these 9, we only have 5 employed, which will be 6 now, I guess, after we hire this one today. So, yes, that is. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Barksdale. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Did we do the motion?
Oh, motion.
Didn't make a motion.
I think we did go with the motion, did we? Anyway, so start over. I'll ask for a motion to approve. I think you got ahead of me on this. All right, ask for a motion. We got a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black, second by Commissioner Townsend. I think we got ahead in the discussion part there. That was our lawyer might scold us. Did we get ahead in the discussion part? I think we got out of turn there, Commissioner Barksdale. Yeah,
Maybe we won't wind up at Capshaw.
well, I hope not. All right, any more discussion? Let me back up here and get to the discussion part. Any more discussion? I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
As y'all know, literature was not my strong point in school. Number 11 approve to promote Dennis Wallace from Equipment Operator 3 to District Road Supervisor in District 1. This will be effective 9/6/22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale,
Second.
second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet, Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Motion carries unanimously. And number 12 will be, now if y'all want to, we can take 12 and 13 together because I kind of approve and leave both of them. Let's just do them separate. Let's do them separate. Number 12 will be to approve unpaid leave of absence for Marcia Pratt beginning August the 22nd of 22 and ending September the 9th of 22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Black.
Aye.
All right, number 13 will be to approve, motion carries unanimously on that. Number 13 will be to approve the unpaid leave of absence for Kevin Fulkerson beginning August the 1st of 22 and ending October the 1st of 22. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll go second, Mr. Barksdale over here. Second, Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Motion carries unanimously. And number 14 on here will be to ask for a motion to approve the job description for a county attorney. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with this? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have several merit increases listed here, so I'll ask for a motion to approve the merit increases listed below. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Anybody got any discussion with any one person on here? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Engineers report.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Massey.
Chairman. We have a few subdivisions for your consideration today. Bluebird Estates, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 2. McFarland subdivision, minor for preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 1. Jeffrey Estates, this is a replat of Tract Q. This is a minor for preliminary and final, affecting 1 lot in District 1. Wright Road subdivision, this is a replat of Lot 1. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 3. Three Road subdivision, minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 4. And Casey Lynn Estates, Phase 2. This is a major for final approval, creating 21 lots in District 4.
Okay. Well, I'll ask for a motion to approve the subdivisions as submitted by our county engineer, Mr. Massey. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? I want to thank you for giving me a break. Miss Ruth Deason was in history class, literature class. I needed a break from all this. So, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Mark, you got anything else?
No, I have none.
Thank you, sir. Other business here, I'll have to number 1 on here to approve a bond amount increase in the following due to an increase in taxes collection. And the first one is for Joseph Cannon's license commissioner, and it goes from $75,000 to $150,000, $341 approximate cost. And the other one is Brian Patterson, revenue commissioner. It'll increase from $75,000 to $300,000 with an approximate cost of $975. So I ask for a motion to approve these 2 bonds.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with either one of them? No discussion with either one of them. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask to approve to amend the Limestone County Safety Committee list. So I ask for a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Number 3 on here, I'll ask for a motion to authorize Ellen Morrell to approve department budget revisions as necessary for the end of the year. Do I ask for a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Boy, everybody's on Ellen doing this, aren't they? I think I'm going to go with Mr. Samet down here, Commissioner Samet and Commissioner Townsend as a second. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet? Aye. Commissioner Townsend? Aye. Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Motion carries. Motion carries unanimously. Ellen, when you do that great of a job, everybody's just on top of you getting it done. Thank you for all you do, Ellen. All right, so we had no scheduled public hearings, no executive sessions. Report of officers, Commissioner Samet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've just got a couple of things. They finished up on Hayes Mill Road. I think they gotta come back with the, that little round off or whatever you call it. I don't know, going up to the
Oh, yeah.
New Garden Road. There at New Garden Cemetery where it dead ends.
And permanent
They are
strike.
coming back to do that, right?
I don't know. I think we had talked about it to begin with, but I'm not.
I thought it was in the agreement, but it needs to be done regardless. We had done some drainage work and got it ready and everything, but anyway, they'll finish up on that, and we're bush hogging, having a hard time keeping up. Time of the year, so hopefully it'll frost one of these days. But anyway, and also we're having a problem with Bradford pear trees. Folks are planting them too close to the roads. They're getting out, they're putting them in the fence row, but by the time the limbs grow out, and they're not but a 20-year-old tree anyway, and they fall apart. But anyway, we're getting a lot of them out in the roads, knocking mirrors off, and we're gonna start eliminating those. And do we have the right mark to take that tree completely out if it's sticking all the way out in the road like that?
You can trim back whatever's in the right of way.
Okay.
If you cannot go onto their property if it's planted on their property. But you
But if
can,
it's in the ditch?
you can take what's in the right of way.
Okay, that's the problem. I mean, it's not, and we don't want to, don't get me wrong, but folks don't like their mirrors getting slapped off either, so anyway, we'll deal with it. But I guess that's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Samet. Commissioner Barksdale.
I understand the developers paid for the paving of that Hayes Mill Road, and Limestone County just furnished the material. I'm grateful to the developer to recognize that there's a need for impact fees, and he gladly participated in an impact fee.
Well, I was glad he did.
I know it.
Got a road paved.
All right, anything else?
That's all.
right. Commissioner Black.
I have nothing.
Commissioner Townsend.
I'm quiet today.
I want to take a second and thank my crew out in District 4. They took on a couple projects that I wanted done with assistance of the engineering department on some paving, so I learned how to do the paving and stuff. So they took that on, and I think they've done a really good job. And we're going to pave a few more roads as far as patching and leveling. We did pave one complete road, but you know it was a learning process. But I want to thank my guys for that because I mean they really bought in and done a really good job. And also coming off Commissioner Samet, bush hogs are out. It's just been hard for us to keep up. This rain is really making this grass grow, and we're doing the best we can to get the sides of the roads cut. And also the striping crew. I want to thank the guys on the striping crew because we bought that truck and they absolutely knew nothing about striping, and they bought into what we was wanting to do, and those guys are doing a really good job and they're taking it very personal. And they've painted a few roads for me and they look really good, and I just want to commend them for the job they're doing. So that's all I've got. Commissioner Chair.
All right, thank you, sir. Got a couple of things here. Like I said in the work session, you know, I've got on my teal thing here for Mildred's Angels. This is Gynecological Cancer Month. We done a proclamation with the city the other day. I want to thank Tina Cook and her sister, you know, for all they do for that program. It's also Childhood Cancer Month, and it's Blood Cancer Month too. So anybody, you know, detection, like I said earlier, had a constituent reach out to me. This is Suicide Awareness Month. This week is actually the week of it, the 5th through the 11th. If you know somebody who has been struggling in life, please reach out and help them all you can. I know that about everybody's family has been affected by that, and that's not a good way to be affected. So I want to thank that. And I'm going to read my little cartoon character I put on here, and I want to thank all the staff because this is the year end. But I read a little thing in a little article yesterday. It says, all I'm saying is that the difference between humans and animals is that only humans would allow the dumbest of the herd to lead them. So I couldn't do nothing without my staff. I mean, we all here at the county commission, these 280 people, they are what makes the county what it is. So thank everybody for being here. We will adjourn until 9 a.m. on Monday, September the 19th at the Clinton Street Courthouse Annex, right here where we're at. Ellen, I had to share that with him.